What up, everybody? I am back at you with my Friday preview to the Cowboys versus Dolphins game. I mean, most people think this is a real pushover, so I am going to get into what I feel needs to be done. And one of the first things on my list is don't lose the game. And I mean that is by dumbass turnovers, just strip sacks, fumbling kick returns. We just can't do. That is how we lose the game. I don't think talent-wise, especially the way the Dolphins are wholesaling their best players, they can really match up. And they are starting Josh Rosen this week. And in reality, he went from a horrible line in Arizona with decent talent to a worse line in Miami with worse talent. So, I mean, at least with Fitzmagic, I knew he can cough up 500 yards out his ass one game, and actually that can bite us. But it is hard for me to see us losing the game unless we done gave up two damn punt returns for a touchdown, some pick sixes, scooping score fumbles. And which is my second point, I kind of went in that turnovers and penalties is another thing that'll beat us. If we give up 5 or 6 turnovers, 20 damn turnovers for 200 yards, well, that actually might not be hard the way the turnover rate is going over this year. The NFL office wanted a emphasis on holding, and we're getting it. But that actually went into most of my first points, so I'm not going to beat your head over that. I mean, I am usually a person, a win is a win, but this is kind of one of them games you want to win in a dominant fashion. We've pretty much done that in the first 2 games over division opponents, but it isn't hard to get up for the Giants and Redskins. Mentally, it's kind of hard to get up for the Dolphins. We don't play them. There's really no history, and they just look all-time terrible bad. Cleveland at 0-16 and Detroit at 0-16 didn't look this bad. They was in games and losing at the end. Miami's just getting their ass stomped every week from the gate. So, and I look at it as I'm not really worried about the letdown because I've said it in one of the groups I am. This era of Cowboys teams under Dak, I can't really think of a team we've lost that we were supposed to. And I think the only games I could think of we lost to a team that was under 500 might have been the Chargers in the midst of the Zeke suspension. Because I think the Falcons was barely 500, but can't think of a team that was under 500 we've played in this era we've lost to. It didn't happen a lot in the Romo era. I'm sorry, Romo fans, I love the guy, but we lost our fair share of these games where we should have won. And actually, if we go 3-0, this will be the first time under Jason Garrett we would have been 3-0. Because usually after 3 games we are 2-1. So that damn leaves me nervous, and hopefully that breaks a lot of ghosts of seasons past, which is why I was happy with beating the Redskins, because we usually start off the season 1-1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. Then we click in damn October, November, December. But like I said, I don't see Jason Garrett. Because I think when we get up comfortably, we'll probably let the dogs off, and they'll probably get a garbage touchdown. I don't see that ain't Jason Garrett's way to just try to run the score up on the team. At least, who knows, maybe this season he may feel he has to keep his job, so we never know. I just don't see that happening. And as far as personnel, with Gallup being out and Tavon Austin not actually playing again, this is to me, tight ends have killed them in both games. This would be a big chance for Blake Jarwin to have one of them games he had versus the Giants. I could see him with 100 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns. This would be another perfect game to get Tony Pollard in the passing game. To me, we have the type of team to where when Gallup gets back, you can't just hone in and say we're going to stop such and such and beat us. Because if you want to sell out and stop Zeke, we will put 400 we actually could put 400 yards on you in the passing game. And if you want to play zone and not put 7-8 in the box, Zeke could carve you up for $150 to $200. And this is a game to me where you want other weapons to show, to sort of like what what Amari Cooper said on the sideline. So then when we get in the playoffs, they actually can't scheme one damn person out. And because really, if you look at it, probably Xavier Howard will be on Amari. He's going to follow him, and that's going to be a 50-50 battle. Howard's a top 10 cornerback, and he seemed like one of the few players who haven't quit, especially since they traded Minkah Fitzpatrick. So that is how I feel about it. And what else? Taco is a Dolphin now. I really didn't want to see Taco leave, but reading everything, he was half-assing in the practice. And and there's a lot of people worried about him telling, but he wasn't at meetings and practices this week. I ain't worried about that. I wish him all the best. But I give my prediction. I can see us winning this game 35-10. Even though I don't like that 23-point spread, but I can see him scoring a touchdown late because we seem to give up a damn garbage touchdown. Even with our defense not actually looking the best, they really only gave up 10 actually real points to the Giants and then 14 points to the Redskins. So I see us giving up a garbage type drive, and then we seem to let the team score first. So maybe Rosen comes out and shocks us and put up some points early, but I think once we hit our groove at the end of the first second, it was lights out from there. So 35-10 is my score. I will see where I was right and I was wrong, and knock on wood, we are 3-0 when I'm back. So like, share, subscribe, and do everything. I'll holler at y'all Sunday after the game.